Shalom. Good evening. It's just after 7 at night, so I'm just on here for a minute. My stroller hanger for the toy that goes on a stroller came. I'll show you tomorrow. Right now, Missy Moo is just being licked to death by my dog, my big dog Rocky. And she's not best pleased about it. And I've just been playing on Roblox with my son, American Western, or American Plains. It's one of them two. And yeah, he's not happy. For some reason, he wants me to buy in Roblox, but he wants me to spend $200 on Roblox, and I'm like, bananas, I ain't doing that. Heck no. Yeah, this is my favourite cup right now. I'm drinking mocha, homemade mocha. I made it myself. I used Costello coffee. I got bit by a mosquito. Costello, then chocolate creamer, regular creamer, and then hot water. And it tastes good. I love chocolate. I'm just not in the mood to eat it, so just drinking it's good enough. Okay, 72 in the house, it's 76 outside. Feels like 75. So because we're used to it being in the 90s right now at this time at night, we are struggling with a cold front. I'm struggling with a cold front. I admit I am. So yeah, I'm going through a bit of a cold. And Henry's shivering under the blankets in my bedroom. And I'm a big person, and I'm kind of cold. I've got the fan on still because I want the air to circulate. I don't like still there. You know, like the stove. I'm just relaxing. You know, like the still out of the hospital. Yeah. I pull my sleeves up. Sick to death on my sleeve. Izzy, yeah, she's wrapped up like a bundle. I think she just wanted it because it's new.
I mean, it's actually understandable dying to be called this because like, they are very hard to kill.
Yeah.
Alright, call this gem. We got our first
it's
one.
thin. It's a muslin.
Put that bad boy in. Okay,
almost feels like a muslin. So it's like a thin, hot day blanket. So she'll need, if she's laying in bed, she'll need 3 blankets plus that.
No, why is he stealing my stuff? Why is he? Okay, as long as he's putting it.
Because we can drop down to -10 in the quiet, in the deep south in February, January, February time. I did say shut up, and I hate that word, but it's been like this all day long, irritating Henry. I kept saying quiet on her, give up on her. Then he went to cussing up a storm, and I was like, Anna, you gotta calm down. But tomorrow he starts his ADHD medicine again. No, you're not sitting on me. No, sir.
Where else am I gonna sit and see?
Move the bag and just sit down there. No. You're not sitting on me. I've got hot coffee. Go over there and let me finish my hot coffee or go to bed. But then again, you've got to put up with Henry being mean.
Where am I gonna go?
Just lay there like you always do. There is no room here. I've got hot coffee. I'll go sit in my wheelchair, which is there. Just move it back. Move it back and curl up in my wheelchair. And that bobby pillow will fit in perfectly because I had Debbie on the bobby pillow. Just shuffle back. Put your, that's it. You can move your legs.
I'm just gonna do this.
There. Oh my gosh, why are you doing that?
Next.
Don't, because you can fall forward. That's better. I was going to say, because that bobby pillow fits in my wheelchair.
Boppy the box. And I don't fit, kind of.
You see, every time I speak to somebody, or I'm holding one of these little toddlers, it gets Nace's vodka. That's what I got when I was in Twilight. And I got it in 2010. And of course I was on there, the wolf side, because I love Sam Hewley. But he does it all the time. I speak to a teacher, I speak to any adult. I could have a baby with me or just as I am on my own. And he will want to sit on me, want to get into my face, into my body, like climb all over me. Sometimes
Okay, I can't figure this out.
you'll figure it out. Careful.
Okay.
He'll just kick up a storm like as a 2-year-old who wants to be held. Because when he was a baby, I had a bobby pillow like that. It was, I think it was white, pure white. And I put the bobby pillow around me and I slivered him inside the hole a little bit. So his bum and his back went in the hole and his head was on one side, his feet was on the other side of the bobby pillow. And that's how I used to carry until when he was a newborn in a wheelchair. Then when he started walking around being a toddler, I don't know if it'll do that way. Uh-oh. Careful. Careful.
I am.
So when he was a toddler, he used to put his feet on my legs and his arms around my neck. We used to play monkey ride. He was my monkey. That's it. Now you can lay back and just relax. Lay back instead of lay forward. So that's what he used to do. We used to call it the monkey ride.
I'll break my neck.
Oh, he used to call it monkey ride. And then as he got older, like a 4-year-old, because we played the monkey ride way through his three years.
Okay, Mom. Can you put your coffee on there?
I'm drinking it, darling.
Mom,
And
this doesn't even feel nice.
well, why did you put it behind you? I've never put the bobby pillow behind me.
It's like this too. It doesn't feel nice because I'm in a wheelchair.
Just wait. And
So you want to finish that and then let me on it.
yeah,
How much do you got left?
just that much.
That's a lot.
Don't you get Mr. Mash at me. I will not take that
And
salt.
Mom, can you just hurry up and drink it, please?
You want me to burn my mouth?
Kind of.
That's mean.
Because all I want is just to sit
Until
on
you've had my attention all day long.
Mom, look.
Yeah.
Hurry up, Mom.
But it's getting dark. And I want to try and see if I can get the blood moon.
Can you
The moon's got to be
hurry
over this way.
up?
So when I guess when it's a full moon up in the sky, that's when it's going to happen. So I'm going to bed pretty late. So, yeah.
Mom, please.
You can sit on this knee without the boppy pillow.
Without the
Just bring the blanket. It's a boppy pillow on me.
Oh,
Oh no, because I'm holding this over a baby. A little toddler girl. Oh, fuck's. And I said it. I know this one. I don't know this way. Okay. Now, how am I going to bring this cup down? Whoopsie. I'll put you straight. I'll put you straight. there. I think he wants to have the attention that these babies are having. Don't you?
No, I just wanted to take a nap.
It's 7, it's not even your bedtime. So you'll be awake about 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock if you go to sleep now. Nobody wants to know if your bum's itchy or not. So this is my real one, and that's my toddler reborn. But he wants to be, you're not going to sleep, but you're really hurting my chest. No, we do not do that. Stop. I will, do you want me to make your bum red? For the first time in your life? Please don't do that. It's annoying. He's wanting attention. I give him a lot of attention. But he wants extra, and I just don't have extra. Because I have a 11-year-old that wants me. Give over. And when Henry wants me, Untast have me again. So it's a vicious circle, because then they'll physically fight over me. And I get it in the process as well, so it's not good when they do it. Because I don't understand why they have to fight over me. He can't go to my bedroom.
That is so much. Hurry up drinking.
Hurry up and drinking, because I'm still talking to people. I have a bit more.
You're just taking a sip.
God, it's
Take
hot.
a drink.
No.
Is that hot chocolate?
No, it's not hot chocolate. I promise you, it's coffee.
Then
With,
apple shit?
no. It's coffee with creamer, chocolate creamer, and water, and sugar.
I want to taste.
Nope.
Please.
I'm not giving you coffee at
Save
night.
me some, please.
No, sir. I'm not giving you coffee at night time. I'm sorry.
Can you save me this much?
No, I'd be a ding dong if
What
I.
about this much?
None, exactly. I'll be a ding dong if I saved you
What
some.
about this much?
I don't have no makeup
What
on.
about this
But
much?
no, but I do have my
That's
that I did earlier.
none. So I could have some. Just
Oh, no,
no,
quiet.
just the no.
Enough. You're
You
not.
said no to
You're
the
not.
no.
You're not having no coffee. Period.
I got that, but you said no to the no.
Oh no. No, you can't.
What's-
People can't see now. Quit.
What side's bigger?
I don't know. Give over. Stop. This is what I get every time I have a friend. I meet teachers. I hold the babies. On with his brother. No!
That's what I got.
The cup's cold.
Can I get the coffee?
No, you're not. You're not
Yeah,
sticking
I
your
know.
fingers in my coffee.
Yeah, I know. But are you allowed to?
No, I won't even stick my own fingers in there, because my fingers, this is what I've tried to tell you, I'm constantly pushing that wheelchair. So my arms are closer to the floor. So when I'm pushing the wheelchair, I'm getting a lot of carbon, dirt and road on my arms, and you're trying to bite on them. And I definitely won't, even though I wash my hands quite a lot during the day because of the fact I push my wheelchair, and because of the fact I cook breakfast, lunch, dinner. We don't really have supper anymore. We used to, until Henry got diabetes. Now we don't have supper. We took that out. We thought, okay, it might be because we're having that extra fourth meal, where if we're in the hospital, all you get is breakfast, lunch and dinner. And I make sure that my dinner is normally before 5 o'clock, so that the kids don't get, because he has acid reflux. Henry has acid reflux now because of Crohn's. So I make it about 4:30, and that's it. That's our final meal, and we don't even have a cookie because I don't have no cookies in the house. I could bake some, but within hours they've gone. And it's not just the children either. I don't even get unlucky when I make cupcakes and cookies and cakes. I get one slice. That's it. All of it's gone with this one and his dad, because Henry's not into cake unless it's ice cream cake. And I hadn't had ice cream cake for a long time because he's allergic to milk. He's got a very high milk intolerance, so it can kill him if he drinks milk. And that's what I'm trying to get over to my husband, because he says, oh come on, you can't keep having this lactose. I said, yeah, because if he drinks normal cow's milk he could die. And my husband said, I've never heard of that. I've never heard someone dying of lactose intolerance. But he is very, very sick with it, and it can kill him because he's got a very high lactose intolerant to milk. He cannot even take a drop of it. So yeah, there's an argument. It is getting dark, as you can see, and it gives it a blue tint outside, but the house is white. That's where my sister used to live in the early 2000s.
In the next door house?
Yeah, also the front room on this side used to be the playroom for the two boys, but she's had three boys. She's a boy mum. And upstairs was her bedroom and the boys' bedroom. And then she had a huge...
Like, which people are you talking about?
Nana.
Ooh.
Tammy. And she had a medium-sized living room, but then it was an open plan into the kitchen area, dining area. It wasn't really cut off. And there's a sad part of that house. An old lady, well, she wasn't that old, but she was old enough. She was about 58, between 58 and 63. She was drunk as a newt. I mean, totally drunk. And she fell in the house. This was before my sister got it. She fell in the house, or just after my sister got it, and she sold it. Don't know, I can't remember what she said, but she fell in the kitchen. And you know where you've got an island that moves? Well, she had one of those, and she cracked her head on it, cracked her head open, bled to death.
Like what kind of islands? What is it?
You know, I don't know if you remember the wooden island I had with the slates on the top where I used
What are
to...
slates?
The ceramic tiles. I don't think you remember it.
Like what? Like I don't understand even the word that you're
It
saying.
just had squares on it. And in some of the squares it had Mother Goose, because my mother-in-law loved Mother Goose. And there's a plate that he uses, it's the Mother Goose. And it used to be my sister's. And it was wood. I was on wheels, so it could move around the kitchen. So if I was mopping the floor, it was easy to move. And she fell, like I said, and she split her head open, bled out. She was found 4 days later. Her son came to see why she wasn't picking up her phone, and she'd, obviously passed on. So, yeah. In this house, my mother-in-law's passed, My father-in-law passed in this house. And that's it, just 2 people that passed in this house. And they were lovely souls, so I know their soul's not here, they're up in heaven, so they're with Hashem. Partying, enjoying life. While we're down here and just trying to figure it out. Oh, that was a bit off. Because it's one of those stainless steel ones. One of those thermos ones. I didn't put the lid on because it would be still too hot now. And Izzy, she's in a better mood. She doesn't need to lie on me now, do you, Dan? But I swear to you, my soul, she was not in a good mood this morning. Not in a good mood at all. She didn't want to change her clothing. Well, she does need to change her clothing tomorrow, so she'll be with me again tomorrow. Maybe the twins will be in the stroller there, and I've got to clean up this room because it's now making me very angry how unclean I am. I've let it get this way over the few days because I'm still crocheting, but now I've added bits and bobs of paper, packaging, and in front of me I've got my son's diabetic blood clothes machine where you prick your finger and then you put it onto this strip. That's lying there instead of being in the kitchen on the table. I'll leave it on the table because I'm supposed to take it in the morning and then take it at the night time for him. And I'm learning him how to prick himself just in case I have to go into the hospital, because I spend more time in the hospital since breaking my back than I have anyone else. And the mood comes from over there, so right now it's probably just coming out. I have an itch on my finger. And another mosquito bite. I must have a mosquito in this house. Ooh, them little blighters, I hate them. I do not like mosquitoes. Oh, baby!
What?
You hurt me in my shoulder, on my collarbone. Can you lay still? If you can't lay still, go do something. So, probably Henry, excuse me, Henry will be asleep by the time I get in there, because when I went in last night, he wasn't really asleep. But the moment I got in and I got into my bed and Nanto was in the middle, and we said, "Here, Mom, you can have my, here, Ma, you can have my phone now. Can you put it on charge?" "Yes, sir." So I put it on charge. He does say please. So I put it on charge. We charged it. He didn't wake up then until 7:30 this morning. I woke up at 7:30, but I didn't get out of bed till 8:35 because my body is always stiff every morning. So when my husband wakes me up in the morning at 5 o'clock to get these to school, him at 7, we leave the house at 7 with him. Well, my husband does, I stay here. And then he comes back 5 minutes later to pick up Henry, but he don't have to be at school until 7:40. And then he comes out at 3:25, where he comes out at 3:50. That was my AC. It just went off. I didn't realise it was on. But it's not the quietest AC. But we can't find those honeycomb, the ones that look like the bottom of a bee's nest or something. So Henry is looking up apps to download where you can get free Roblox, and I've told him that's a scam, baby. There's no such thing as a free Roblox. But he's 11 years old, so he doesn't understand money fully yet, and he thinks everything's free because he doesn't have to pay for anything. But I'm not one of these mothers that's going to wipe their children's bum and give them, you know, money after money after money after money. If they go to college and university.
Can you scratch my back, please?
Yes, darling. If they go to university, yes, I'll give them money once a month.
Can you go that way a little?
Which way?
That way.
That way?
More. After that, go down. That way a little. Oh, that's the spot.
You got a rolling itch. So yeah, if they're going to university, yes, I'll give them like $100, maybe $200 to last them 2 months, because I know food's expensive. And then I want them to get a job, like a part-time job, just to help themselves and learn themselves to be very independent, so they're not relying on me. But I don't mind them relying on me. I'm just not going to be their walking bank. Like, they're going to get the set amount, which will probably be 200, because like I said, food's expensive in America. In England, if I give them $200, that would last them a whole month or more, because there's no tax on food in England or Israel. There's no tax on anything like that. So if you go into a store and you buy something for $2, then it's going to be $2 or £2 or stuff like that, you know. Your gallon of milk will be the price that it says, not taxed on it. So yeah, it's going to be like, we'll get about 200. Yeah, as you can see, it's basically pretty dark out there. But we're going to wait a little longer, and then we're going to go out and have a look. Or I'll just get the phone off the tripod. I can't send him to bed because they'll fight like cat and dog. He'll put his legs on Henry. Henry don't want him to touch him. Henry don't like him touching him. And he'll just go to World War III. I just don't understand why they've got to sleep with me either. It started in May when he started sleeping with me. When his gallbladder let everybody know that he died, but nobody was picking it up. It was just like, always got blood around his gallbladder. But it wasn't. It was just dead. Maybe it might have been bleeding out, I'm not sure, but when they took it out, it didn't mention blood around it or anything like that. You're probably seeing, that's the shadow of my camera is shining into the window, then shining back to you. So you're seeing double exposure. See what I mean? Double exposure. I was like, what the heck is that? And I kept doing that, and then I realised, oh, it's my phone. Yeah. This one is kind of like squishing me, and his hair spiky at the back. He's just been Ted-anti today. Yeah, you've had a bit of a look in, but not much. But the dog licked her in the face. She did not like that one bit. She doesn't like doggy drool, do you? He doesn't normally lick my reborns, but her, he likes her. There's a car coming this way. I'm a bit far back off the road. We're not far enough. Sometimes I wish that I had like a longer drive and then my house. So somewhere where my garage is, where I would have loved my house to be. You know. but that would give me a smaller backyard. I think with a smaller backyard, I think Ricky would be able to manage it, because he's just let the grass overgrow, and I am appalled and very unhappy with it. Because if his dad was 89 when he passed, and he was building rocking chairs, he was cutting grass, he was doing everything, going around the house with this smelly stuff to kill off rodents, ants, bees, wasps, snakes, spiders. And I've not seen Ricky do it. One time, maybe once he did it, but I've never really seen him do that. And my backyard, because it just looks awful. Where I was sitting when on that chair with Uriel, that's where, just behind me, a little bit behind me, is where the grass ends. Then it's just all cobbles. Well, Ricky is just like overgrowing. And it looks awful. Even his friends say it's ridiculous. What are you going to do with your yard at the back? And he just loses it. Well, what do you want me to do? He loses it. Oh my gosh, he's got a temper. If I was walking, I would maintain the backyard, because I love the backyard. I'd rather sit in the backyard than I would the front. Because I can actually, if I was walking, I could actually just take the, it's actually a sleep on me, which is nice. I could actually just take the rebounds outside, and nobody would know what I'm doing, unless I come down the side of the house, go into the back studio of the house next door, or go into their backyard. Then they'll see what I'm doing, but other than that, I won't be, people won't stop and look. Because my next door neighbour, that rent out the house, they say, is that a doll? Yeah. And they come out and say, I guess it's a typical daughter you got, where they just play with the toys and dolls, and then you've got to carry it or clean up after them. And I come out and say, nope, they're mine. And they give you that look like you're mental. Some are very intrigued and they'll ask me questions about them, and they'll want to hold them, which I let them. Because they're not like they're real babies where they're going to get sick from people holding them. Especially Toby's age. We have a newborn. There you go, he's asleep. He will not go to bed. Because he can't, because of Henry. But he don't settle really good in this house either, because of what we have. So this is the first time since May that he's fallen asleep on me. Because he came home from school, he said, Mum, because we went for his award, and his award is on my other account, because I didn't set this up when he was sick. So I've been up and running for a few months or something like that, a month or two. And he said, Mama, I need to come home. I'm so sick. And he was gaunt, he was skinny, he was very, very unwell. And I said to his teacher, is it okay if I take him home? And she said, yeah, you can take him home because there's something seriously wrong with him. We took him home, we brought him in here, and he just sat on me and went to sleep. There was no crying, no severe pain. I knew he was sick. I've been taking him to the hospital almost every night of the week for the past 3 weeks prior. But the doctors kept saying, oh, it's just a tummy bug, oh, it's just this, and then a complete different doctor. And he was the only doctor on shift that night. on the 12th of May because he was screaming blue murder. His temperature was going up. And I mean, he was crying out in pain, and it's not crying. So I said, Ricky, you're going to have to take him to hospital. Something seriously wrong with him. And we spent overnight in the ER because, like I said, this doctor was just the only one on. And of course, it's an emergency room. So you're going to have a lot of emergencies coming in. And he was just one doctor. And he came to see us at 12 o'clock. And he said, I'm the only one here. I've got every test I want him to have to be done. So he went for a CT scan, a blood test, urine test. He was put on an IV and antibiotics straight away because of what he was, just the way he was. They said, I don't know what we're fighting, but we'll give him a round of antibiotics as well because something's seriously wrong with him. And the doctor came back at 2 o'clock or 2:30 or 3 o'clock, one of them, and he said, I haven't forgot about you. I am still busy and I haven't even read his results yet. And the nurses on his department, or on his team, kept coming, we're so sorry, he's just busy, I'm just checking his vitals. And he was crying out in pain, screaming. And at 6:25, the doctor came and said, he's got blood around his gallbladder, lots of it. Is he vomiting blood? No. But he is throwing up and he will not eat. At that point, he stopped drinking. I had to make him drink. I had to force him to drink. But he was always throwing up. And then they said, we're going to transfer him to the hospital with the children, pediatrics in it, because there's no pediatrics here anymore. They left a few months ago. And I was like, well, why didn't you tell us that there was no pediatrician, pediatrics here anymore? I would have taken him to the one where they were. It was a 25-minute extra ride. And he went in an ambulance, and Henry went with him because they couldn't put my wheelchair in the ambulance, and I can't drive. So Ricky couldn't go with him. So Henry went with him, and Henry just enjoyed it. He was really amazed because he's never been in an ambulance in his whole life. And we arrived, and he was put onto the pediatrics unit, and he had his own room. And he was a bit perky, but still screaming out in pain. So they put him onto pain pills, extra pain pills, more antibiotics. And the surgeon came in and said, we're not going to operate on him. It's just an infection that will just disappear on its own. And I kept pushing it. It's not normal. Look how gaunt he is. Look how skinny he is. And they said, what was his weight? And I said, he was 78 pounds. And he's now 45 pounds. Figure that out. Within a month, he's gone from 78 to 45. Now he's back up to 76. So he's back to his weight. But it was really, really awful. And I finally pushed one final time. And they said, okay, we'll do one more procedure. and they did one more procedure and they found out what his gallbladder was. Well, we've got an active gallbladder between 35 and 40%. That's a normal gallbladder. He was 0, so it was basically like he didn't have a gallbladder, but it was killing him. So then they said he's gonna have it removed, and I said okay, and he had to wait 2 weeks. So I was expecting to be done that day. He went into the clinic, but no, he waited 2 weeks. So he had his out on the 12th of August at 11 o'clock in the morning. He scared the EBGBs out of me. I don't see the moon. Maybe I don't see it. Maybe we won't see it. It's somewhere. We'll have a look. I'm not sure. I would like to see the blood moon. But you're not coming out with me, baby. You stay in here, Lady Jane. Okay? I know, but I don't have the sling in here. I've got the baby carrier, but not the sling. This baby needs a sling. It's where, you know, the normal slings that you see, where babies can sit in it, but they're not tied in and they're not held into you. And I've worn it a few times. Well, yeah. So, yeah. I don't know. Gotta try and move my body now from underneath them. That's gonna be very hard. I'm gonna have to wake him up and tell him to stand up for a minute and then sit back where my bum is. And now you're not happy, are you? There ain't anything I can do. Because I can't do the monkey hold because you won't wrap your arms around my neck. I used to do it with him. Like I said, the monkey hold. His feet would plant in my legs and his bum would stick out a little bit. And he'd put his arms around me. And we did the monkey hold, or the monkey ride. I think the AC is going back on. Every time the AC comes on, my lights flicker. And it comes on. Until then, you drank all your juice, but you left the bottle in front of the TV, and the bin's right there. It's normally over there, but the trash can's right there. It's kind of full, so I'm going to get somebody to empty it in the morning. The final box of clothing we got, my husband has moved it to the clothing units outside the store. There's one near Hobby Lobby. Well, there's 3 near Hobby Lobby. One's for jackets, one's for shoes, and one's for regular clothing. And then there's some near another store, but we don't go that way all the time, so we always go near Hobby Lobby, which is near a high school that these will not be going to. It's kind of weird, because if you were in this area, you're in Britain, you would go to, there'd be 1 school, not 2, in this area. So you'd probably just go to like the school that is in now, right, or the school that Henry's in, from being 4 years old. That's your first grade. There is no kindergarten in Britain. That's your first grade. It used to be 5 when I was little. Then they put it back to being 4 years old. Your child leaves nursery at the age of 3. Well, age of 4. Your child starts nursery at 2.5 years old, which is like pre-K. And then at 4 years old, where is it? No, sorry, I lie. It's 3.5. 3 years old when they go into pre-K, which is a nursery. Then 4 years old, it's first grade, right through to 7th grade. And then after, right through to 6th grade, sorry. Yeah, 7, because it was 7 AKB when I went to high school, when I was 11. Then you go into high school, right through to your 16. Then you'll leave high school, you can go straight into a job, or you can go to college, and so forth. When I was in school, they were talking about making school earlier, which they have done now, but when I was at school, they tried to make it done at 8 o'clock till 2 in the afternoon. From that, because we used to get there at 9 o'clock. Well, 10 to 9 was the time you go to, we call the home room. We used to call it the section room. Go to your section, because we're in sections, green, red, yellow, blue. And I was the green, which was called Olympic. Tate is red, Canterbury's yellow. I can't remember what the blue one was. Olympic, Tate, Canterbury, and the 4th one, the blue one, I can't remember what it was called. But yeah, and we wore navy blue pants, navy blue blazer or cardigan, a white shirt, and you had a thick line of green on a black background with pinstripe red, pinstripe yellow, pinstripe blue. And your colour was always a thick stripe. And we've always had a uniform from being 5 years old for me, and then 4 years old now. So my daughter could tell you a story. She went to school at 4 years old. She's 25 now. And she had to wear a uniform. They all had uniforms. Some are grey, some are red, some are black, some are navy blue. And yeah, I'm going to have a look, see if I can see the moon. The sky was clear today. This is lovely coffee, by the way, but it's gone cool. It's no longer hot. So if I spilt it on myself, I won't blame myself. I finally bust the blister on my leg. I was cooking something in the frying pan. It was French fries. I got sick and tired of being done and raw in the air fryer. And when you put them back in the air fryer, they kind of burned. So I got splashed with, because I was, when Henry had that glucose weight dropped, where his blood sugars dropped to 60, and I was trying everything to get him up. And yeah, we finally did get them up, didn't we, kid? But it took 20 minutes, well, longer than 20 minutes. Okay, kid. Anna, Mummy has to move. Move. Mummy's got to move. Can you get up a minute so you can sit here? Oh, mind that tripod. You just stand up a second. No, come and sit here because I'm not going to the bed right now. Well, lay on my side, don't touch your brother. I'm going to go see if there's moon. Shalom. Yeah, we're facing the other way. I'm facing the window. I'm in my wheelchair. Izzy's just over there. Auntie went to bed. Henry was a bit mean and I said, no, that's my bedroom, my rules. He's come to bed, blah, blah. There is no moon because it's cloudy outside. And I mean, there is thick clouds, like rain clouds, so we can't see it. So I didn't see it, so do I believe that the rapture is going to happen? I don't know. They always said it's going to come in like a thief in the night. That is the main road. And we have, that's the farm, I just stopped it. That's what you can see in that picture behind me. But that's the main road. And it's what I call the Death Road. Or Death Valley Road, because as you can see, you have motorbikes going up and down like maniacs. You have people in sports cars going up and down. We have more, what do you call it? We have more Corvettes than Lamborghinis here. I think we've only seen 2 Lamborghinis and the rest have been Corvettes. And yeah, and that's how it is. So I'm fixing to go watch TV in bed. Hunter's asleep. Henry kicked up a fuss and I said, that's my bedroom. He's come to bed. My rules, don't like it, get out. And that's the words I used. Because Henry will push and push and push. And it's like, it's not your bedroom. I'm not dead yet. Because he said, when you die, Mum, can I have your bedroom? And I said, yeah, when I die, you can have this bedroom. And I'm not dead yet. And he's kind of took over that bedroom. But he's in for a big, and I mean a big, scare. I'm going to kick him out of the bedroom soon because he can't keep sleeping with me. He's 11 years old. He shouldn't be sleeping with me now. He's too old. Auntie, yes, is 8. I stop people from sleeping with me when they're 8 years old. He's 8. But, yes, it is what it is. I'm not happy with it. I don't like how it's going with them sleeping with me. Because I have this much space in my bed. It's a queen size bed. Yeah, my hands are kind of dirty. I have to wash them again. Because I'm just doing that constantly and you get everything. Like I said, cabin. So I've just rubbed my wheels. And I didn't go nowhere, but it's left that dirt right there. And I'm constantly putting lotion, hand sanitizer on my hands, not rubbing it in. I just go like that and then go on my wheels. So they're constantly sanitized. And then I sanitize my hands again if I'm nowhere near water. Shut up, stomach. Now, I did tell my stomach to shut up because they're not children. But to children, I never say the word shut up. I hate that word. It's a downgrading word, isn't it? But, yeah, it's, I've been on for nearly an hour. It's 8:31. And it's around about the time I go to bed. Don't go to sleep. No, I don't go to sleep till about 11, 12. And then I'm up again at 5. And I don't get out of bed until 5:30, 6 o'clock, depending how stiff I am and the nerve pain. Tonight, touch wood, I don't have no nerve pain, so let's just hope I don't have any tomorrow. And we have a good day. The third package, because I said 1 of 3, my third package has just landed in Texas, just outside Fort Worth, or just below Fort Worth. Because normally they come into Texas, but it's being delivered by SpeedX, and I mean, they are fast. They get the package, next day it's delivered, or day after it's delivered. It doesn't go through the sorting office in my area. It's right direct to my door because it's been at the sorting office now in Texas, and it will be delivered tomorrow or day after. They're very, very quick. No wonder they're called SpeedX. I love them. They actually put FedEx and UPS to shame because they're pretty quick. So when it's with UPS, it goes through 3 to 4 sorting offices, and the fourth one is always the post office, and then gets delivered. With FedEx, it goes through into the next parish near me, through their sorting office, and through another in that same parish. Then it comes to mine, then it goes through this sorting office, and then it's delivered. So it could be in my area, which is a 20 to 25 minute drive from me, or 30-minute drive, and I could go get it. But yeah, it's in my area for like 4 days before it gets delivered, and I'm like, are you for real? Now, I did order some things this month. I ordered that blanket this month with the other blankets I got, and I ordered diapers. I ordered chapstick because I've noticed Hunter's going, well, it's not chapstick, it's Vaseline, and he doesn't like regular Vaseline. And this one tastes like strawberries, cream, and all that. And I can just put it up here, and then within a day or two it disappears. I used to have it when I was little. We constantly put our top mouth onto our bottom mouth, so we suck our bottom lip into our mouth. I used to do that through school. Every time I got bullied, it was like a comfort just to put your lip in your mouth and just hold it or whatever. I used to mess about with rings because I used to have a ring on this finger. I used to take it off, put it on, twiddle it, kind of like an anxiety. But I swear to my soul, I did not have no anxiety. Oh, excuse me. I am yawning, so I might be in bed before 11. Fingers crossed. I'll probably have my last coffee and then I'm trying to get comfy in my wheelchair. Then get a glass of milk as well and go to bed. I can drink coffee at night and I'll go sleep. If I drink iced tea or hot tea, at that time I'm wide awake and I can do a full night being awake. And then by 8 o'clock in the next morning, it finally hits, hey, you didn't sleep tonight. Well, last night. Henry, excuse me.